Place, Charm City Bipper, Keith the Vandal. Marquise is the name my mama gave me. Here this morning with a good smoothie. Here this morning with a good attitude. You know what I'm saying? Oh my goodness, brother. Brother was close to the whip, walking across the street, and I'm like, come on, that ain't it. Here this morning, bipping through traffic. Bipping through the morning traffic, you hear me? Yeah, so I'm thinking this morning and reflecting on some things. Reflecting on some things that I've experienced recently. I got an opportunity to perform with a really dope artist, Mother Queen. Check her out. MOVAKWEEN, and a brother that goes by Solomon. You can find him on Instagram as Keithon. Key, like key, and Thon, THON. It was funny because like I didn't really do much, to be honest. Don't want to hold you, but I enjoyed being able to hold space, be in the space. It was like my tambourine moment. But it just felt good to be on the stage again. So just thinking about that. I'm thinking about the fashion show I got to do this weekend. It's my first fashion show. Shout out Love More, Be More. Awesome brand. Honestly, I'm taking this to Instagram. But yeah, just reflecting on that this morning. Those things are part of the 5 things I'm grateful for. The fashion show, being able to participate in like the music event yesterday at Light Street Pavilion. It was a cultural competency workshop that I got to be a part of. Got to talk to some students who were blessed with the opportunity to go to Europe. And I think the day before that was something else, but yeah, I'm just thinking about all the things that I've been able to do over the weekend and this last couple of days. What's up, Stefan Barker? What it do? What it do, shorty? Got the good smoothie. Use frozen bananas, almond milk, spinach. Do my moringa seeds. It's really been a healthy thing that I learned about. Sometimes I do chia seeds. I didn't get to do that this morning. Good morning to y'all. Hope y'all off to a good start. Might be good afternoon for some of y'all, depending on what time zone y'all in. But good day. You know what I'm saying? I hope y'all have your best day. You know why I hope that? Because I'm finna have my best day. I hope y'all have your best day. I hope y'all have a blessed day. Because I'm finna have my best day. I'm finna have a blessed day. Non-negotiable. Ooh. Smoothie in a car that got heat. Can't be mad, man. Can't be mad. There's people that choose to be. I'm not one of them. Gotta love it, baby. But yeah, starting this morning feeling good. Did a little bit of a yoga practice. Yeah, man, you can subscribe. You ain't gotta ask that. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta ask that. Go ahead and subscribe. Go ahead and like this. Share this. Whatever you gotta do, man. Whole lot of content on here. I think the bigger point for me is that there's a lot of people I'm connected to. I'm blessed to know within the place I'm from Baltimore City, Baltimore, Maryland, and there's a lot of people that do work in the community that I had the opportunity last year in 2023 to interview. I had the opportunity to get to a lot of their perspectives on life and just hear their stories and the reasons why they do things. So I created a podcast called A God from a Place. This is part of that. I use this space as a journaling reflection, like just to speak on some things I'm experiencing, some things I'm learning in the process, and ultimately things I'm releasing. You know, things I'm releasing, things I'm letting go of. They say, put on. I put on. I take off. I want to take off the mask. I want to take off the ego. I want to take off the things that don't serve me. It's almost gone, y'all. But I'm going to keep acting like it ain't. It's got that slow pour. But yeah, I appreciate all y'all that's subscribing, all y'all that's liking, all y'all that's sharing. Anybody who's leaving comments in the chat. You know, it's like I said, good days are a choice. You know, good days are a choice. Bad days are a choice. And I can say that with my chest a little bit because I've had some bad days where it was like, okay, this awful thing happened. What am I finna do with it? Am I gonna go subject somebody else to how awful I feel? Or am I gonna go isolate for a second, regroup, and go get back around some good energy? You know, am I gonna get my energy back where it need to be so that people can breathe peacefully with me? You know, those are the questions. And I'm not saying any of that as if it's simple. But again, I am. Because even allowing it to be simple is a pretty basic decision. Complicating life is a choice, man. Wyatt plays. What's good? What's good? Good morning. Great morning. Great day. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate y'all, like I said, man. But there was it was Black Genius Art Show at this event yesterday. Shout out to Brian Robinson. There was I got to see Vinyls and Pages for the first time, like the new store. They got a store at the Light Street Pavilion. Love More Be More was in the building. I met this awesome guy who creates guitars. He creates custom guitars, and he's like, the brand is called Prophecy, Baltimore-based brand. Like, man's just creating dopest guitars I've ever seen. Like, he had one, so it's a custom guitar brand, and what was so dope to me about the guitars was you can take materials that aren't normally on guitars. So somebody wanted like a stone piece. I think he wanted to do one with stone. So he put like this stone that had these really nice details, and just the texture of it was like, oh, that's dope. And I think it was the pick guard that was stone. So just meeting somebody that was that dedicated to their craft. And I'm always impressed when I hear people's backgrounds, or like what the industries they come from as they step into something entrepreneurial. Because sometimes people have had careers that you will be a fool to leave, quote unquote. You'd be a fool to leave a software engineering job. You'd be a fool to leave a job with great benefits and a guaranteed retirement to go explore passion. And a lot of people say do both, and like I understand the reality of that as well, but there comes a point where you can't do both, where you literally cannot serve two masters. And you have to really lock in with the thing that you say you want to be, so that the universe or God, I say God, but so that life can make a way. God can make a way for you to be what you asked to be. It's like, I want to be a dancer, but like, you're in an office building all day, every day. How bad do you want to be a dancer? Do you want to be a dancer who helps other people dance? Maybe now you're teaching Zumba classes on the weekends, and eventually that becomes something that feeds you. and then you start to expand that vision further. But if the vision stays in the mind, and all of these fears create limitations, like, oh, how am I going to eat? You know, I don't know. I think he will provide. I think you'll find a way to eat. I think we're not gonna starve as much as we think we will. And I also recognize that starving is temporary. I was talking to somebody close to me the other day, and just think about these moments where I was growing up, and like we didn't have access to certain things at certain points. Like my mother's an entrepreneur, so my mother is a hairstylist, and when people don't want to get their hair done, my mother ain't making no money, right? So if women want to start doing their own hair, not only like does my mother have to convince them that she's valuable, but like, you know, she has to fight for new customers and try to maintain the old ones. Like, and they decide they don't want to get their hair done right now because they going through. So we really going through if they going through. And it just got real weird. Like my mother is a hairstylist. That's all she wanted to be. That's all she was for my life. And what is so wild is like, no matter how like sparse it got at times, like we cutting the cable off, like the heat go off, the heat go up. You know what they say? Heat go up. The furnace went up in the winter, and we just thugging it at one point. Like cables off, so we watching DVDs every day, like watching the same DVDs at one point, and just grateful to have DVDs. You know, finding gratitude to at least have that. Eventually, you know, I get unappreciative and I'm mad. Or I'm coming back to school, people telling me about shows I can't watch. Or I'm gonna just be like, you know what, I'm gonna go to the homie house. I'm gonna go to the homie's house and we're gonna watch it over their house. But it's just this gratitude also to recognize she always made a way, and my pops filled in too where he could, and sometimes my mother didn't want to tell my dad. That's the other half of it. Like sometimes people don't want to communicate the pains they're going through. They don't want to be vulnerable. I'm part of the day. You know, I've gone through things where I was like, I'd rather be silent about it, when I probably could have spoke up and got the help I needed in that moment. So, and like this morning, I'm just reflecting on some things I'm grateful for, some conversations I've been blessed to have that brought me more clarity for my experience. And I'm hoping that these little things I ramble on, the ways that I journal out loud, you know, I'm making this a public journal. I'm hoping this could bless somebody else's experience. You know, I was 210 pounds, 210 headed to 220. Like every other morning, like I'm fluctuating between 210 and 220 and all the numbers between those two. And I was like, not really depressed, but recognizing that people didn't see me how they used to. And this was 2018. So like from 2016 to 2018, I put on weight, was like going through a lot. I had a breakdown that just made it so that I had to recreate myself. And from 2018 on, I just was like, I want to change my concept of myself. I want to try some new things. I want to see what a colorful plate looks like. I love cheesesteaks. You know, I love cheesesteaks and fries, but maybe I need to switch it up and do see what these vegan meals hitting for. I'm curious. I love all the seafood. I'm from Maryland, you know, I'm from Baltimore. We love a good crab cake. Maybe I need to cut that out my diet for a second. See what it, like the impact is spiritually. See what its absence can do for me. That's actually the other half of it. Like, rather than adding things, I really had to be intentional about, maybe I need to release some things. What can the absence of certain things do for my life? You know, it's like, oh, this ain't that much of a problem. Well, let's see what it feels like when it's gone. How much is the body craving it? And now I'm recognizing that, like, oh, it was a problem. Because I ain't have that much control over it. It had more control over me than I had over it. So it's interesting. Interesting to just think about life. You know what I'm saying? It's all good. Appreciate all the likes. You know, if you enjoy this conversation I'm having, like it. You know what I'm saying? Go check out some other videos. Subscribe to the channel. I'm a guy from a place. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? What I say? You might not, because I said it too quick. But it is what it is. You might not even speak English. And that's another game. Worldwide, baby. Worldwide. But I'm gonna end it with this. Once we think we know, there's no new place to go. We'll be saying what it is, no matter what we're shown. How can we grow if we're stubborn and we're closed and we put our egos first? What life will show is we can never know enough, and we may never know it all. And in the grandest scheme, our part is very small. So every day we wake, let's be grateful we're involved in the lovely book of life until the day our time is called. I am a guy from a place, Charm City Bipper, Keith Vandal. Marquise is the name my mother gave me. I'm wishing you peace, prosperity, and many blessings. We are built in private. We are blessed in public. Whether they like it or love it, the process is trusted. We are the product of our faith's abundance. Be blessed, be beautiful. Peace, baby. Peace, my baby.